Hey guys, John Man here for Revamped and Revisited deck, which is Ancient Gears, so let's go. Starting off with the monster lineup, we have Card Trooper. Once per turn, you can mill up to 3 cards on the top of your deck, and for each one sent by this means, he gains 500 attack to the end of the turn. And when he's sent from the field to the graveyard by means of battle or card effect, you get the draw card, so he keeps the deck going, so he thins the deck immensely just by his own effect. Next we have Golem the Moving Fortress. This guy's mainly here just to be a big wall for your opponent to try to get past. He has 200 defense, 800 attack. That's really all he's here for, but he's a machine, so he serves another purpose as well for the deck. Other than that, if you want to, you can pay 800 life points once per turn, so this guy can attack directly. So when he gets an attack boost, it's worth your 800 life points in most cases. Next we have 3, Cyber Phoenix. What it is here for is mainly stops spell and trap cards from targeting one machine type monster. That's what it does while it's in attack mode, is prevents spell and trap cards from targeting one machine type monster that you control. Other than that, while he's face up on the field, if he's attacked or attacks and is destroyed by the result of the battle, you get to draw a card. So in most cases he's gonna be in an attack with his 1200 slightly weak attack, but it's pretty nice though because he's a machine once again. So he protects himself as well, so it's pretty nice. Keeps the deck flowing. 1 Ancient Gear Soldier. Now this is the first Ancient Gear of them. This guy is, when he attacks, your opponent can activate any spell or trap cards to the end of the damage step, which in most cases means they can activate Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, Magic Cylinder, a lot of stuff. They can't activate it, so if they want to activate anything, it has to be before the battle phase in most cases. So you have to actually use Threatening Roar, before you attack, which they actually have to, but they can't Wabuku during an attack because it won't work. 3, Dekoichi the Battlechanted Locomotive. Just keeps the deck flowing, he's a machine, which you should know, and it just acts like a little wall for your opponent, so you get to draw cards. It's a floater pretty much for this deck, so pretty nice. 1 Machina Gearframe. He helps search out your fortress you have in this deck. Other than that, you just run one of them because you're not going to have too many targets, which you'll see why. But otherwise, you can equip them to Ancient Gear Gadjiltron Dragon or Golem to protect them from when they're not attacking, so it's pretty nice. 2, Ancient Gear Knight. He's just here because he's a big beater. He has 1800 attack by himself, so he's pretty nice. And he's a Gemini monster, so if you second summon him, or Gemini summon I should say, he then gains the effects of any other Ancient Gear monster, which is when he attacks, no spell trap cards can be activated till the end of the damage step. So otherwise he's here for the attack. 2, Ancient Gear Engineer. It's not kind of rhymes. He can negate any trap card that targets him and destroys it, so it's pretty nice. After that though, when he attacks, your opponent can activate spell trap cards like normal, but he has a bonus effect. When he attacks, or after his attack goes through, as long as he lives, he can destroy one spell trap card your opponent controls at the end of the damage step. So if you get rid of that nasty like Royal Oppression, Dimensional Fissure, whatever, because that's what he's here for. And that's the reason why I run 2 of them, because it also distracts your opponent. They're like, oh, I don't want my spell trap cards being destroyed. They will destroy him on purpose. And while they do that, you have something else usually to answer what they have in store. 1 Ancient Gear Beast. Reason why he's Beast, because he's actually machine blood. He's a beast because when he destroys a monster by battle, their effects they won't be able to activate. So if you destroy Sangan, they don't search. Destroy Necrogryna, they can't actually activate his effect in the graveyard because that's what he does. Destroy a searcher like Giant Rat or Shining Angel, they won't get his effect either. So that's one reason why you run him. Other than that, you just, like all the other ones, when he attacks, no smart trap cards can be activated. 1 Machina Fortress. Hence the reason why I only run 1 Gearframe. So other than that, you have a lot of monsters that have decent levels, so you can discard for this guy. In most cases, he won't see the field a lot unless you draw him early on, but he's always there as that option because machines, or at least Ancient Gears, lack some ability to destroy stuff. Next, 2 Gadjiltron Dragon. 3 was too much, 2 was just right. So, but this guy is the highest Ancient Gear with attack that you can summon through Gear Town. So, and he has the effect like normal. He attacks, nothing can be activated. 2 Golem. The reason why I say that Gadjiltron Dragon is the only one that can be summoned through Gear Town because this guy cannot be special summoned. but for good reason. When he attacks, he pierces, and he has, which means if your opponent's monster has lower defense, and this guy's higher attack, he pierces. But other than that, he has 3,000 attack and defense, so it's pretty, beefy for sure. But otherwise, you can only be normal summon, but there's another way to actually get him out. One brain control for his spells. Just take a monster and tribute it if you need to, and it's pretty nice because you can then, through Geartown, it allows your Ancient Gears to be tributed with one less summon, which I'll show you. Polymerization. I'm not making this an OTK based deck, so the reason why I'm running Polymerization and not running Future Fusion because I don't want to have to dump my machines and not be able to get them back for a good use. So Polymerization, if they negate it right away, then I won't actually have to fuse, so, or at least I think so. But yeah, Polymerization, and that's the only reason why I run it. I don't run Power Bomb because if you summon Fusion Material monster you'll see later, it's game on me if they activate with Buku. 2. Ancient Gear Workshop. What this is monster reincarnation except for without the discard factor. It allows you to add one Ancient Gear monster from your graveyard to your hand instantly. So, or this also should read Machina Fortress, because when you have a Golem or Gadjiltron Dragon in the graveyard, activate this, get it back, and then drop it for Machina Fortress. One memory removal, why not? You're all running machines, so what this does is until the end of the turn, all machine type monsters attack are doubled by its current attack, not their original, so it's really nice. So next card you're going to see will actually help make that more effective, but yeah. 2. Solidarity. So if you run this with limit removal, you usually have game. So, and that's the only reason why you don't see Gores or Chigodia on this deck. It's because I'm running Solidarity. 1 Ancient Gear Castle. This, what happens is each time a face-up Ancient Gear monster, or for each face-up Ancient Gear monster gains 300 attack. But each time a monster's normal summon or set by either you or your opponent, this gets 1 counter. And then if you want to, you can summon Golem by tributing this actually, as long as you have 2 counters or more. 1 Terraforming to help search out 3 Gear Towns. What this does is while it's face up on the field, Ancient Gear monsters can be summoned with 1 less tribute than required. So Gadjiltron comes out with 1 tribute, Engineer and Beast come out with no tributes. And if your opponent says I don't like that, they destroy it. As long as they don't destroy it before it's resolved, you can get an Ancient Gear monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard and special summon it. Next, 1 Heavy Storm, and let's go Space Typhoon, obvious. 1 Trap Stun. It's just in case they activate with Buku or Threatening Roar, but it's the only reason why it's in here. But other than that, it just negates trap cards for a turn. 1 Dust Tornado. Even though you're avoiding spelling traps, you should be able to at least destroy them when you need to, so hence why I run this. 1 Rogeki Break. It is multi-purpose. If you want to destroy a monster or a spell or trap, you have the option. Next, 1 Compulsory, in case they activate Bottomless Trap Pull and you don't have Trap Stone or something else. Just stop it for the turn, and they do it on your Fortress, let's say. You can at least bounce it back, or just bounce back another monster that's really giving troubles. So, 1 Toronto Tribute, so defense, and 1 Call of the Haunted. Now, Call of the Haunted actually has 5 targets that when your opponent says Heavy Storm, you can activate Call of the Haunted and actually get use out of it. The reason how you do that is either you summon Engineer because you won't not be targeted by this when it's destroyed, or Cyber Phoenix. So, and then you actually have a monster there for a turn, so it's really nice. Then the last card from the extra deck, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. You can only be summoned when you fuse 1, actually, Ancient Gear Golem, surprisingly, and 2 Ancient Gear monsters, and he has 4,400 attack normally. When he attacks, he has the Pierce effect like Golem himself, but when he's destroyed, you get Ancient Gear Golem from your graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions. So it's pretty nice, and he has 44, so if you activate Limit Removal and you push for game, you have 88, 100 attack, so it's pretty beefy. So that's pretty much it, guys, and peace out.